Am I the a-hole for exposing my boyfriend's secret in front of his entire family? Because honestly, I still can't decide if I did the right thing. But what I found out made my stomach turn. When my boyfriend Liam and I first started dating, everything felt almost too perfect. The type of honeymoon phase where you think, wow, maybe I actually found my person. He was sweet, attentive, and always checking in on me. But looking back, I realized something was off from the start. He avoided talking about his exes completely. Like if I even joked about past relationships, he'd shut down instantly. I thought he was just private or maybe had been hurt before. But now I know he wasn't avoiding the topic. He was avoiding the truth, and that makes everything feel 10 times more disgusting. The weird behavior started slowly. More phone calls outside, more last-minute errands, more vague excuses that didn't actually explain anything. I thought maybe work was stressing him out, or maybe he was dealing with something personal he didn't know how to tell me, but none of that prepared me for the nightmare I walked into. When we got to his birthday dinner, I immediately felt out of place. His family usually greeted me with hugs and warmth, but this time it felt like they were studying me like a science experiment. His mom kept forcing a smile. His dad barely looked at me, and his sister was whispering behind her glass of wine, pretending I couldn't see her. At one point, his aunt literally stopped talking mid-sentence when I walked past, just stared at me with this uncomfortable sympathy, like she felt bad for me but also couldn't look away. I tried to push through it. I didn't want to make a scene, but my anxiety was screaming that something was very wrong. After dinner, when I overheard his mom talking, I remember standing frozen behind that hallway wall, my hands shaking my chest tight like someone was sitting on it. She said he has to tell her before it's too late, and I remember thinking, too late for what? What does that even mean? Later that night in the car, Liam tried to change the subject. He turned on the radio loud and acted like we were just going home like normal, but I could feel how tense he was. His knuckles were white on the steering wheel. He didn't hum along to the music like he normally does. He kept swallowing hard like he was preparing to confess something. The next 2 days felt strange. He was overly affectionate, like giving me random hugs, telling me he loved me in this quiet, guilty voice. Almost like he thought saying it more would soften whatever he planned to drop on me. A couple more days went by and he was in the shower when a text from his sister came through. It flashed up on his phone, so I glanced over and she said, "You know she's going to find out eventually." And I swear, time stopped. He came out of the shower with a towel around his waist, looked at me while I was still looking at his phone and instantly froze. His eyes widened and he looked terrified. Not like a man caught cheating, more like someone about to lose everything. I confronted him about it, and he said, "Okay, I'll tell you, but you're going to freak out." My heart was pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat. I told him to just spit it out right then and there. But he said no. He wanted to tell me at his dad's retirement dinner, in front of everyone so he could come clean properly, so everyone knew. I told him that made no sense. His family already knew I was the only one being left out of the loop. He refused to explain. Just kept repeating, "You'll understand at the dinner." Like that was supposed to comfort me at this point. I was seriously questioning his sanity. Who waits for a family event to confess a massive secret? I asked him why he couldn't just tell me now. He said, "Because you'll leave me, and I need you to understand the context." I barely slept that night. Every worst-case scenario replayed in my head. Cheating, a kid, a criminal record, secretly married. I thought of every scenario. Anywho. Fast forward to the dinner. 2 weeks later, everyone's dressed, nicely smiling, acting like everything is normal, except I kept noticing how tense Liam looked. Halfway through dinner, he stands up. His hands are shaking so hard he can barely hold his glass. His mom looked relieved. His sister looked excited like she was ready for drama. His dad looked annoyed like this should have been dealt with ages ago. And then he said he hadn't been honest about who he was. My entire body went cold, and I honestly threw up in my mouth a little. But somehow what he said was even worse, because it was personal direct betrayal so intimate it hit every nerve.
"I used to date your sister."
Those words are burned into my brain forever now. My sister. My sister? The one who barely talks to the family now? The one who left home suddenly with no explanation. Suddenly everything clicked. Her weird avoidance, her hesitation whenever Liam was mentioned, her sudden move, her constant reminders to me to be careful with men. It all made sense, and it made me sick, and I'll never forget the instant nausea and shivers down my spine I felt in that moment. Liam said they lived together for 6 months, and apparently it ended so badly they never spoke again. But he didn't say what happened, and honestly, I don't think I even want to know. The worst part. His family knew the whole time, knew who I was, knew the connection, knew the history. I was a walking reminder of his past. And they let me walk in blind for 2 years, smiling at me, hugging me, pretending like everything was normal. And the whole time they were comparing me to her, analyzing everything I did, probably gossiping after every visit after his confession. I seen his sister smile. It was my final straw. She looked like she had been waiting for this moment, waiting to watch me fall apart. That's when I snapped. I don't even remember half the words I yelled. I just remember the rage, the humiliation, the realization that my relationship was a lie. But I absolutely lost it. I said loud enough for the entire restaurant. You dated my sister, lived with her, lied to me for 2 years? And your family has been whispering about it? And you choose to tell me now in front of everyone? People stared. His mom looked like she was going to cry. His dad looked ready to flip a table. His sister looked like she was watching her favorite reality show. Liam tried to grab my hand, but I pulled away so fast he flinched. I said, "You didn't do this to come clean. You did this because you knew if you told me in private I would leave. You wanted an audience so I couldn't react. You wanted control over the situation." Then I said, "You know the part they didn't know?" He was still messaging my sister last year, checking in, deleting messages, trying to hide the fact they were still in contact. I thought they were just friends or something. But it's all effing lies. His face went white. His mom gasped. His dad started yelling at him. His sister literally stopped smiling. I said, "We're done and you're lucky." All I did was tell the truth. Then I grabbed my bag and walked out while everyone stared at him. The next day I tried calling my sister. I needed answers and I needed them from her, but she didn't pick up. Hours passed. Finally, she texted me saying we need to talk, but not over the phone. That alone made my stomach twist. She flew back home the next day and we met at a small coffee shop near my apartment. She looked nervous, almost sick, like she had been dreading this moment for years. I expected her to apologize or explain what happened between her and Liam, but instead she said something I will never forget. She whispered, "I never stopped loving him." And I felt my entire body go cold. She said she begged him not to leave, that she thought they were endgame, that she was heartbroken for months after the breakup. She told me she moved away because she couldn't handle seeing him with someone else. She said she tried dating other people, but no one ever compared to him. I just sat there staring at her, my own sister, telling me she was still in love with my boyfriend, the man I had been living with for 2 years. Then she dropped another bomb. She said he reached out to her first, that he was the one who initiated the messages last year. Checking in on her, seeing how she was doing. She told me, "I thought he missed me. I thought maybe he wanted a second chance. I didn't know he was with you when he contacted me again." My heart dropped into my stomach, because that meant Liam wasn't just hiding the past. He was still actively tangled up in it. I asked her if anything happened between them. She looked away and said, "I don't want to answer that." That one sentence told me everything. She didn't deny it, she didn't confirm it. She just let the silence speak for itself. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. I felt betrayed on a level I didn't even know was possible. She ended the conversation by saying, "I still love him, and I think he still loves me. You got in the way, even if you didn't mean to." I walked out of that cafe shaking, feeling like my entire world had collapsed. Not just because of Liam, but because of her. Meanwhile, Liam kept calling, leaving voicemails, begging, crying, saying he didn't want to lose me, that he didn't know how to tell me sooner. His mom texted me saying, "It wasn't our place to tell you, but we begged him to." His sister texted me something nasty, saying I overreacted and embarrassed everyone, that I should have been mature about it. His dad, the only sane one, left me a voicemail saying, "You deserve the truth from the start. I'm sorry he dragged you into this mess. The whole situation is a disaster. Everyone has a different opinion. Everyone thinks they know what I should do. But at the end of the day, I'm the one who was blindsided. Gaslit, lied to, compared to my own sister, and publicly humiliated with a truth everyone else already knew. So am I the asshole for exposing him publicly about him still texting my sister because he was pissed at me for that too? Or did he and his family create this entire mess themselves? Because honestly, I'm still trying to process everything." Update. It's now been a few months and this has gained a lot of traction. Just a couple of things. People are asking how I didn't know they used to date. My sister had a massive fallout with our mom and grandma, so she cut herself off from the family, at least with her personal life. So none of us had any idea. And also people are asking for another update, so I'll post a part 2 soon, as you won't believe what my sister is doing now.